Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you my very first finished sketchbook. I finished it in April 2018. It took me a little bit less than 2 months. At that time I decided that I need to sketch more, and I did it almost every day, and I started sketching on location. It helped me a lot to develop my sketching skill. This sketchbook has acid-3 paper. Its paper is not white, it's the ivory. It's hot press and it has 230 grams per square meter. Okay, so I just randomly opened the pages, so that's why you can see that the sketches are not in order, but I always put the date so I can check what was first, and I kind of remember that. So I remember that was one of the last, because I think I started somewhere in the middle. So my food, you can see my sketches are not very nice. I didn't know about perspective much. I just practiced and had lots of fun with the pen and watercolors. But I still like some of those sketches. I remember I was very proud of myself when I sketched this man. It was the farmer market in our downtown, and there was the musician. So I sketched him, and I even showed him my sketch, and he said he likes it. That time I used lots of white splashes with the gouache, so I remember that as well. And also I had bold liner, which I like to use on some shadows. I really like this sketch. I haven't drawn this building since that. So it was May 2018, and I visit this place very often because it's one of the main streets in our city. So I like it a lot, even after 5 years. And this one I'm very proud of. I like how the building how the building looks. I like this tree, and I like that I was able to cover only part of the sky with the watercolor. So also it is May 2018. This is one of the first sketches at Stanford University. I just started sketching with my friend who joined me on April, and we went to Stanford to sketch. And that was actually the first day we met, April 18. My friend Lena. Probably in one of the next videos I will make a vlog about our sketching session together. I got some requests about it. If Lena agrees to participate in my videos, then I will make a video about our sketching session together. So that was very first time we met. And another house in the neighborhood. All my sketches were very bright. I didn't know about limited palette yet, so I just used the colors which I had in my palette. So I used everything what I could. Just practice. And here I remember it was rainy outside. I drew with some cheap fountain pen. And you can see the line is very soft, but I like it. I remember I was waiting for my daughter while she was at her art class, and I sketched outside. And this sketch I kind of like a lot. It is in our pool area at the apartment complex where I live. So, even if the perspective is not very neat, I still like how it looks. And this was, I guess, it was the very first sketch in this sketchbook, and the first sketch which I drew on location. So that's how it started. And some other buildings in the neighborhood. They are not that bright, they are more creamish, but I, as I said, I used the colors I had that time. I didn't know about the limited palette yet. And this sketch also made on location, some house in the neighborhood. We were sitting across this house right on the ground, and sketched it. My daughter was still very young, and she enjoyed playing on the playground, and sometimes we went to the park, and while she was playing, I sketched some people. You can see my people are very funny looking, but I like it. I like it. And my first sketch at the lake, I remember it was very windy. It is always windy there, so it's difficult to paint with the watercolor because it dries very fast, and especially on this kind of paper, which is not cotton. So, but nowadays I like those spots of the watercolors. And here's one of my favorite sketches, also I made on April. I like this indigo sky. It's very moody, and it adds drama to the sketch. I like it. So you see, I used white pen a lot. I used some bold black lines, and I never used the pencil. So I sketched everything with my pen only, without the ability to erase it. So another house in the neighborhood. So you can see what practice can do. So that's how it all started. It's our pool area again. I like that I limited the palette here, so it has only a few colors, not because I didn't have anything else, but because I think I decided to try it. And this sketch, partially I like this sketch a lot. I like how the flowers look. I like all those spots of the watercolor. One more building in the downtown, and again people at the playground. So they're funny, but I like it. So it's just practice. At that time I worked at the school. I'm teaching algebra and geometry. So, and while my kids were writing quiz, I sketched them with a pen. And I think I added watercolor at home. Of course, I didn't use watercolor at school. The last sketch, it was the same day I met with my sketching buddy for the first time, and while I was waiting for her, I sketched this guy at the telephone box. That's it. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon in the next videos. Bye!